To European football expert Kevin Hatchard and, of course, to Mark McAdam. We start, though, with developments at Arsenal this lunchtime. They are also exploring a deal to sign Bayer Leverkusen defender Piero Hincapié, despite spending plenty of money already in this transfer window. Although Arsenal's focus remains on departures, they're working to be in a position to act on the left-sided centre-back. Mark, can you fill us in on all the details? Because this broke in the last hour or so.
Yeah, this could be another significant signing for Mikel Arteta over the course of this window. Arsenal fans saying, defender? What, another one? He loves signing defenders, although they're obviously in a much healthier position with regards to strikers, wingers, attack-minded midfielders. So actually, the Arsenal fans will be a little bit more relaxed when money is being spent in this situation. And again, it could be significant investment as well, because Sky Germany are reporting the player, who's 23 years old at Leverkusen, has a release clause of 60 million euros, which is around 52 million pounds. So it's obviously going to be a sizable deal to get done. Doesn't mean that's what Arsenal are going to pay, but that's the starting point really for any conversation. Well, you might want to pay 30 or 40, but actually his release clause is 60 million euros. So therefore, we're going to want to get as close to that as possible. The thing that is currently on Arsenal's side is the fact the player has made it quite clear that he wants to join a Premier League club, and Arsenal is his destination of choice. So, yeah, one to keep an eye on. We know that Arsenal are in the market for left-sided central defenders, of which he is one. He brings versatility as well, but absolutely a player that Arsenal are targeting on this Monday morning with, a week to go.
Kevin, how good is he? And would you be surprised if Bayer Leverkusen let him go, considering the number of players that Erik ten Hag has seen depart the football club this summer?
Well, they don't have much choice if somebody does match that release clause. I know Mark's saying about an element of negotiation, but actually, if you look at what he's achieved already and the amount of experience he has, I think Leverkusen are justified in sticking to that release clause if they do, because this is a player that was a key part of Xabi Alonso's team in terms of winning the double in Germany. He can play centre-back, but he can also play left-back, and what he often does is he plays both, because if you look at the way that Xabi Alonso's teams tended to work, what you'd have is that Hincapié would come in from that left-hand side and you'd see Jeremy Frimpong fly up that side. Hincapié would lock down the left while Alex Grimaldo moved into midfield. So he's very tactically aware, he's a very smart player, super aggressive as well. I think he could deal with the physicality of the Premier League. I think it's an excellent signing, and this is a real market opportunity for Premier League clubs.
Are you surprised that Arsenal would be looking to sign him in this transfer window, considering what they've done over the last few transfer windows, building so much depth in that squad when it comes to every area of the pitch? If Ben White's injured, Timber comes in. If Miles Lewis-Skelly's not playing, you've got Calafiori there, and you've got the two centre-backs there. Christian Mosquera's come in this summer. But as you say, does this represent a market opportunity that a club like Arsenal simply can't turn down?
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. And what knocked them over last season? Injuries. We've already seen Ødegaard had a knock at the weekend, Saka had a knock at the weekend. Obviously, that's in an attacking sense. But you need that depth in all areas. What Hincapié does is he covers two positions. We know Mikel Arteta loves that. And because of that tactical nous that he has, and he's worked under Xabi Alonso, I think he'd be able to adapt quickly to the kind of football that Arteta wants to play. So I can absolutely understand why Arsenal will go for him. Can understand why a lot of Premier League clubs might be interested, to be honest.
Arsenal are closely monitoring Bayer Leverkusen standout defender Piero Hincapié, with Sky Sports News revealing that the Gunners are exploring a potential deal. The talented left-sided centre-back has caught the attention of Mikel Arteta and his team, who view him as a smart addition to strengthen their defensive ranks and add much-needed depth. Despite their interest, Arsenal's immediate priority remains managing outgoings, as they look to streamline the squad and create room for new arrivals. This careful approach ensures the club is financially and strategically ready to act decisively when the right moment presents itself. Hincapié's skill set and composure on the ball make him an ideal fit for Arteta's vision of a dynamic, ball-playing defense. His potential arrival could not only reinforce Arsenal's backline but also bring balance and flexibility to a team aiming to compete on multiple fronts this season.